Hello, y'all. It's Deanna with M3 Enrichments, and today I'm going to start my series on properties of logarithmics. So, today we're going to do the first bullet. We're going to just dive into where did this come from? Who invented it? John Napier, a Scottish fellow, he invented and published the first appearance of logarithmics in this book to the right, which the title translates as Descriptions of the Wonderful Table of Logarithmetics. And he published this works because back in the day, and this was published in 1614, back in the day, they didn't have calculators. So he made these pages and pages of tables that researchers and scientists can go to speed up their research process a little bit and help them out with the computation. All right, so let's get to it here. Now, logarithmetics, it is basically exponents. I say here in bold, it's an extension of exponents, but it is exponents. We just look at it a little bit differently. The creator said logarithmics, so we're going to call it logarithmics, or we're going to call it just log. All right, so we use these logs, of course, but we can also use the exponential properties to help understand and actually prove some of these expressions. So look here, I have in red a graph of an exponential form, and then I have in green here the log form, logarithmic form. So actually, let me write that down. So we have 10 to the power of x, and this is the exponential form. Okay, and then also here in green is the log form. Let me just say, this is base 10. So you can also read this as log 10, base 10x. If you don't see any number at the base, then we know that it is 10. And we'll get into that in another video to go. All right, so I used this graph from Desmos on a calculator. And on your calculator, on your phone, or just a traditional one, scientific calculator, you should see a button that has log written. Sometimes with the log, you'll see natural log. But again, we are just talking about what this is. I don't want to get into the actual problem solving and computational work, so I'm gonna stop it right there. Okay, so what do we use this for? Why are they showing this to us in schools? Well, it's still useful today. In some ways that we use it is to measure the magnitude of an earthquake, for say, also sound intensity, and then acidity and the pH scale. So these are ways that log is still used today. If you have made it to the end of my video, thank you, thank you, thank you. You can definitely leave a comment or a suggestion for other topics, and I'll be glad to talk about it. You can also visit my websites, and if you want to, book a tutoring session with me. Let's talk about this. All right, have a great one.